Hey guys, welcome back to China Admissions channel with me Nadia, and in this video I will share with you some of the reasons why you should consider studying in China. But before that, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and also share this video. So on a daily basis, I get a lot of questions from you guys asking me about why you should be studying in China and also what's the benefit of you studying in China. And actually, there are a lot of reasons why you should be studying in China. So earlier, we have interviewed some students who have studied in China before to share their experiences, and we have a compilation video of their opinions regarding why they are studying in China. So you can actually watch the video here. I will also write the video link on the description box down below so you can watch it after this. Other than that, I will also share with you the 8 reasons why you should be studying in China. Number 1 is to learn Chinese language. So Chinese language is basically the most spoken language in the whole world, and it is going to be beneficial for you if you can speak Chinese language. So not only it's going to be beneficial for your daily life here in China, but it will also be beneficial even if you're not in China. So companies worldwide, wherever they are now eagerly looking for people who can speak Chinese language, because more and more international companies are engaged with businesses in China. More and more of them engage with the companies in China. Therefore, they want people who can speak Chinese language, and it's going to be a plus point for you if you can speak Chinese language. Definitely, it's not gonna be an easy journey learning Chinese language, but it is extremely achievable as well. There are lots of ways you can learn the language. You can enroll for a non-degree Chinese language program. You can even study degree programs and study Chinese language at the same time. Or you can also do an online Chinese language courses. So even if you're not in China and even if you can't go to China, you can still learn the language through online courses. So regarding the programs that you can apply for, whether it's the non-degree Chinese language program offered by Chinese universities or online Chinese courses, you can actually check it later on our platform on China Admissions. I've also included the link on the description box down below for you to check after this. Number 2, China is the popular destination for international students, and there are about 500,000 international students studying with Chinese universities now. So one of the reasons that's actually related to the reason number 3. Number 3, Chinese universities are universities with high reputation. Chinese universities are increasingly well respected, and the number of Chinese universities included in a major global universities ranking has risen over the past few years. And besides that, Chinese government has made some initiatives in the education sector, especially in the higher education sector, like the Project 985, Project 211, and also the C9 League, that helps to boost the reputation and also that helps to boost the performance and also the academic and research performance for the universities listed in these initiatives, so they can increase their capacity and capability, and they can also increase their rankings and reputation in a global scale. Number 4, studying in China is actually relatively affordable. So if you are going to study non-degree programs, like for example 1 semester Chinese language program or 1 year Chinese language program, then the tuition fee roughly starts from only $1,000 per semester. While if you plan to study degree programs, so like bachelor's, master or PhD in either Chinese thought or English thought, the tuition fee starts from $3,000 per year. And that depends on the program you're applying for, and that also depends on the university that you're applying for. And in terms of the living expenses itself, it is actually quite affordable to live in China, and roughly you will need about $500 to $700 per month. And I have another video where I share with you the information about the cost of living in China and also the cost of living in Beijing particularly, so you can check that out to find out more about the cost of studying in China. But in general, studying and living in China is considered as relatively affordable, and it is way more affordable compared to if you choose to study in other countries like US, UK, Japan or Australia. Number 5. China is a place where you can meet friends from all over the world. Nowadays, China is one of the most popular destinations for international students to study. Therefore, you will have the ability to meet friends from literally all over the world. So you will not only meet friends from, other Asian countries, or like the neighboring countries of China like South Korea, Japan, or maybe some Southeast Asian countries like Thailand, Myanmar, Vietnam. You will not only meet people from those countries, but you will meet people from literally anywhere around the world. So for example, you can meet friends from the South Asian countries like students from India, from Sri Lanka, from Pakistan, from Bangladesh. You can meet friends from Europe, so students from Germany, from French, from UK, Latvia, from wherever. You can meet friends from Middle East countries like those from UAE, those from Yemen, from Iran, from a lot of countries. And other than that, you can also meet friends from African countries, and a lot of African students came here to China to study. And you will also meet friends from America, not only those from the USA, but actually people from Jamaica, people from Mexico, people from the South American countries and Canada. A lot of them are also studying in China at the moment. So like I said, China is indeed a popular destination from students from all over the world, not only from other developing countries, but students from the developed countries will also be interested to study in China, and they are also studying in China. So I forget to mention, you will also be able to meet students from the Australian continent as well. So from Australia, from New Zealand, I've also met students not only from there, but I've met students who are actually from the Pacific Islands. So I've met students who came from Fiji, from Vanuatu, from different part of the world. Everybody came and studied in China because not only they want to study at the highly reputable universities in China, but they will also want to study the language, and they want to immerse with the culture, and they want to get to know China and get more ideas and insight from China that can benefit their life in the future. Number 6. China is a country with fast development. And so in China, roads, transportation, infrastructure are the main things that the government focuses at the moment. These are the main things that the government eagerly develop. So the constructions of roads, skyscrapers, infrastructure, transportation system, subways, you name it, everything is happen on a daily basis here in China. Even in Beijing, where the city is literally one of the most developed cities in China already, Chinese government are still developing the infrastructure, still developing the transportation system. They are still on progress in adding more subway stations, adding more subway lines here in Beijing, although it already has a lot of subway stations, also already have a lot of subway lines that connects from the northest part of Beijing to the southest part of Beijing, but they are still developing, they are still continuously developing it so that the people here can have the best access of transportation and infrastructure, and it will make their life easier and easier. And not only in Beijing, this development and construction is also happening in every cities in China. Not only it is happening in the big cities like Beijing or Shanghai, but even if you go to the second or third tier cities like Xiamen, Chengdu, or Guangzhou, you will still be able to see a lot of skyscrapers, good infrastructure, excellent, well-connected transportation system. Number 7 is the technology advancement. So I believe that probably most of you already heard of the China's great technology advancement. So yes, it's true, in China the technology advancement is so advanced. It is basically one of the best right now in the whole world, and they have developed a lot of things when it's related to the IT and technology. So for example, just by using your phone, you will be able to live very conveniently here in China. So just with your mobile phone, you will be able to pay for a lot of things, from your groceries to rent a bike, to pay for your taxi, even to book or order a taxi. You can pay for your rent, you can pay for your shopping at the market, you can pay for your visit to the hair salon. You can literally pay everything everything. You can even pay for subways and your bus fare using your phone as well. So it is really amazing, the technology advancement in China. It is very well developed to make our life easier, and of course it is going to be a good opportunity for you to be able to learn from it and to experience that. And perhaps you could also consider studying degree programs in computer science and technology here in China, because at the moment China is literally one of the hotspot when it comes to IT and technology. So number 8, China is basically a relatively safe and stable country. In 2018, China is considered as one of the safest countries in the whole world. It is based by the fact that in 2017, the serious crime rates fell by 51% and people's satisfaction with the public security rose to 95% from only 87% in 2012. And besides its rapid development in the economy sector, Chinese experts do believe that social stability is one of the major achievements in China. In addition, one of the great examples of how China's technology is so great and so powerful and how they utilize the technology is actually during this pandemic time. I believe technology plays an important role in helping Chinese government handle and also contain the spread of the COVID-19 virus here in China. So wherever you are in China during this pandemic time, you will need to have an health kit app. So it is an app on your smartphone. For foreigners, it is usually available on Wechat if you registered your Wechat in China or if you're living in China. So in a way, before you enter a place, whether it's a supermarket or museum or malls or theaters or wherever you go, you will need to scan a QR code so that you're registered and you leave a footprint of where you are going on the day. So that if something bad happened to you, aka if you visit a place where there is a coronavirus outbreak, or if you yourself apparently have the coronavirus, then this data will be used by the authority to give them more information regarding your location, and so they will be able to stop or to slow down the spread of the COVID-19 virus. I believe this is one of the great examples of the technology advancement here in China. And not only this, there are a lot more great technology here in China that you can definitely learn from and you can experience when you're in China. So in conclusion, studying in China is an adventure of a lifetime because you will get an endless travel opportunities. You will be able to visit a lot of beautiful places here in China, and then you will be able to taste the delicious Chinese cuisines as well. There are so many different type of Chinese cuisines that you can taste here in China, and you will never be able to taste the same thing twice because there are just so many variety of it. And you will be able to meet friends literally from all over the world because China nowadays is one of the most popular destination for international students. And last but not least, studying in China will help you develop a global mindset. Developing the global mindset will definitely be beneficial for you, for your life, for your future career. In the world that we live in right now, not only we are going to engage or have relationship with people in our own countries, but we will also do the same with people in other countries as well. The world nowadays is well connected, and with the help of the internet, it is even faster to get connected with other people from different parts of the world. That's why developing a global mindset will be the key for you. It is going to be very crucial for your future, and other than that, it will also be very beneficial for you if you learn other cultures as well, so you can have a broader knowledge and you can also broaden your horizon. So those are all the top 8 reasons why international students study in China. And if you notice my hand gestures throughout this video, that's actually the Chinese hand gestures for numbers. So that's actually quite different than the hand gestures used in many other countries, including from my own home country. That's why it is always fun and it is always exciting to learn more about new cultures, about other countries' cultures, so you can have a better understanding as well. In the end, I hope this video convinced you enough to consider studying in China. And if you still have other questions or other concerns, or if you want to see more experiences from other students, you can actually search it on our YouTube channels. We have interviewed some of our previous students before who came from different parts of the world. You can watch their interviews to get more understanding about their experiences studying in China. And if you need any further assistance about applications to Chinese universities, don't worry, that's why China Admissions is here for. China Admissions will help you with your applications to Chinese universities, will help you apply to Chinese universities, and to help you successfully be able to study at the Chinese university. So if you have any further questions, anything at all, feel free to reach us out. You can drop us an email or you can just write your comment down below. So that's it. See you on the next video.